Hello and welcome to Barb Talks. Today we're working at harvesting the leaf sorrel. This is the leaf sorrel, and you can tell that it's kind of going to seed here. So what I want to do is cut off the leaves that are still in good shape and make sure that they don't have any spit bugs or are spent or ugly. I want to keep them looking fresh. And so what I'll do is cut this part out and put it in my green recycling bin right here. And then the remaining leaf, what I'll do is take my gloves off because they're bothering me, trying to get this done with gloves, and strip off the leafy part, leaving the stem part. So I use the leafy part in my dishes, soups, stews, salads, and then this harder part in the middle, the rib part of it, I put that in my compost in the backyard so it can decompose. And then I put these little parts in just a little colander, and when it fills up to the top, there'll be enough to either use in sorrel soup or to put on salads. If you're wondering what sorrel is used for, sorrel is an herb, but it's also known as a perennial vegetable. So it comes back every year. It's a cut and come again crop. And you can just cut off as many as you want, use them, and they'll just grow back again. What I like about sorrel is it has a lemony spinach flavor to it. So it adds a little zing to the dishes, a little bit of flavor that you wouldn't normally get in regular spinach. I don't think it's a spinach crop, but I call it a lemony spinach. That's what the taste is to me. So I am going to be harvesting this with my husband, Chris. He's helping today. And I'll be doing the cutting, and he will be doing the tearing and put it into here so that we can fill up a container, and so that I can get all of these seed growths out of here so that it puts its energy into leaf growth and not going to seed. What I'm first starting to do is cut off the stretches that have the seed heads first, so that I make sure that I get them cut down before I start with just the leaves themselves. Some of the leaves have already gone bad, so of course we won't be eating these. What I also do is pick off the bad leaves and compost them as well. They're just old. It's not like they are diseased or anything necessarily. They're just not fit for eating, but perfectly fine for composting. Another reason why I take this rib out of it before I make sorrel soup is because the few times that I've tried it and left the rib in, the rib ends up getting kind of stringy, and then you have sorrel soup and you get this string caught in your teeth, and I don't like dealing with the string. I suppose if I cut it up really good, it would work. But since I have so much sorrel, I've got, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, about 12, 13 plants here. And then I've got more plants over there. So I figure this way, just taking the strings out is the most convenient thing for me to do. And even though you can harvest it pretty much year round because it's a perennial vegetable, I find that the best time to get it is in the spring, April, even into sometimes March, April, May, because the leaves are softer because they're fresher, newer. And then in the heat of summer, even though I do throw a little water on them, for the most part in the Pacific Northwest, if you don't irrigate your yard, some of the herbs and the delicate plants can fade away with the hot sun beating down on them. And I don't really water that much. I'm kind of a lazy gardener. That's why I like the perennial vegetable and the fruits and vegetables, or mostly fruits. Anything that's in the ground, I haven't been that successful with because I forget it's there and then it rots. So I prefer above ground herbs that I can see, like these chives. I can see, oh, there's chives to pick, or oregano. Oh, there's oregano to pick. They're not underground like a potato or something. Okay, we have the sorrel seed heads cleared off now, and what we have left with is the leaves and some smaller seed heads that we're going to let grow a little bit more. And my husband has been busy working, doing the taking off the leaves from the stems and filling up a basket. And what we're going to do with that basket is I will rinse this with vinegar water, let it soak a little bit, and then rinse it with regular water, and then spin it and put it in. Since I've just made a soup a few days ago, I don't need to make another soup immediately. So I will put the rest of that into a Ziploc baggie and freeze it, label it sorrel, leaf sorrel, and then freeze it, and then use it at a later time. But there is the front of the garden. The cut and come again herb that is easy care perennial. I just don't really know why more people don't grow it, because it's so pretty and it's so practical. So thank you to my partner in life and my partner in the garden today, my husband Chris, and thanks for watching Barb Talks.